Good day. How is everyone today? It's Monday. Here in the States, it's Memorial Day. Yeah, Memorial Day. And most people are off. I didn't realize that when I made the schedule, but I still need to work because I don't get paid by the Catholic Church, just so you know. And also, there was a question which I will go into in a little bit more depth privately, but somebody had asked me about the apostolic succession of my ordination, and yes, I have that on paper, the names of the bishops and going way back. And someday I'll go into that if that's important. It's kind of monotonous, but I can tell you, maybe I can give you a summary of it at some point. All right. Training. I did not go to a seminary or Catholic college. The what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little bit tired this morning. Well, the circumstances maybe of how I came to be a priest are very unique, and it all has to come down to, or it all came down to me, for me, is seeking the truth and being with as close as I could get to God, and feeling that. I'm a member. Am I a member? Please define that. Because I am very word, because everybody has their own ideas about what that means. In communion with the Pope, is the Pope, this current Pope, in communion with the Catholic Church? Would be a better question. Okay, I am an Eastern Rite, by the way. I'm an Eastern Rite Catholic. Ordination was from the Eastern Rite. Okay, so I was married before becoming a priest. And so, again, define communion. Okay, so if you go to the website, in the description that I showed, Paul, then that's listed under the video. And again, there's a website that website explains a lot about what has happened to the Catholic Church, and it's very important to understand the corruptions throughout its history, but most importantly, to remember and to practice those good things, the traditions. And again, but the traditions have to be based on originality. All right, so we're trying here, me, and some are trying to go back to where before all the additions were made. All right, so, and how long did you spend on the website studying it and all the documentation there? It took me 2 years in order to really get the gist of what has happened. So a lot of people will say that. I've been to the website, I have my preconditioned beliefs, and this website goes against them, and so I reject the information. That's not discernment. Discernment is a process that takes over time, a long engagement with seeking the truth, analyzing data, and practicing deep prayer life. All right, I can't spend any more time. I have to get started with the Good Day Rising prayers and into Mass. We have a family medical emergency that I have to attend to. All right, let's get started. In nomine Dei, Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the most holy divine family and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the most holy Trinitarian Theophany. Most holy and venerable Trinity, one divine family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O most holy divine family, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronam Nostrae. O most holy Trinity, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the most holy Trinity for the many graces that we receive and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven and for the souls in purgatory. O most holy Trinity, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the most holy divine family the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, O Holy Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy divine family, as envisioned by St. Lucia as the most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because they offend thee, O most holy divine family, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. In nomine Dei, Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. One thing I did want to mention, Paul, is thank you for being cordial. A lot of times I get attacked viciously, and I appreciate your sincerity. This time in my life right now, the last couple of weeks, and it appears to be going to continue going on, there's a tremendous demonic attack on our family. And I would really appreciate all the prayers that anyone would be willing to offer for us. Thank you. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te. Oremus. Fidelium Deum Iesum Christum, omnium conditor et redemptor animabus, famalorum catorum, remissionem contorum, tribue peccatorum,
ut indulgentiam quam semper obteverunt bi supplicationibus consequentur. Qui tegum vivit renat in una divina familia, qui erat est et edit in aeternum. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum hanc immaculatum hostiam. Quam ego indinius famulos tuus offediti Deum meum vivum et verum. Pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligencies meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed et pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum vivis atque defunctis ut mihi et illis proficet ad salutem. Deum qui humanae substantiae dignitatem mirabilite condedisti et mirabilis reformaste da nobis spiritus atque tuum mysterium, eis divinitatis esse consortes qui humanitatis nostrae, fieri de notis is particips Dei Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivit ad renat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Offerimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum da peccantis clementium ut conspecto divina majestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundus salute, cum ad ore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiam te Deum Iesum Christum, et fiat sacrificium nostrum et conspectu tu hodie, uplacia tibi Deum Matram nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni sanctificator, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificite blata prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tuo sanctum nomini, praeparatum. Suscipe, Sancta Trinitas, concoblationum cum tibi efferimus, a memoriam passionis, resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum Matram nostrae, et a Papa Peter Sanctorum, et Historum et omnem Sanctorum, ut illis proficet ad honorem, nobis autem ad salutem, et illi pro nobis intercedere in inter caelis, quorum memoriam agimus in telis, per in Christum Deum nostrum. Orate ut meum ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fide per Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum, sacrificium de manibus tuis, ad laudam et gloriam nominis sui, ad utilitatem, quoque nostram totiusque, ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum obiscum, et quoque et suum corda habemus ad Deum, gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Te egito clementes me mater et pater et Deum Matram nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrae, supplices rogamus ac petimus. Uti accepta habeas et sanctificas, haec sanctam sacrificiam illibata, in primis quae tibi efferimus, pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificari custodiri ad honore et regere, digneris toto obiterarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famorum catorum. Pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Benedict and Lorraine. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time, all human trafficking and organ harvesting. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange with no usury, no negotiable instruments, and with a just justice system. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. We pray for the end to all manipulation to water through data centers. We pray to make known publicly who murdered Saint Lucia. We ask and pray for the gift of discernment and for an increase in the knowledge and practice of the Catholic virtues. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage, all pornography, and the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately. We ask for a reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. That men and women cease working for Freemasons and corporations, and that they come to understand that raising traditional Catholic families is a very high ideal and a necessity for sustaining a peaceful Catholic world. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. We ask that the medical industry revert back to before the Rockefellers got involved in it and corrupted it. We ask that Catholic families bring back Catholic morals and values. That they raise Catholic families for the most holy Trinitarian Theophany, for the salvation and freedom of souls from the heresies of the Jews. Please remove all forms of Freemasonry and its tentacles that are throughout the world, and guide the members into the submission of the most holy Trinitarian Theophany through correct baptism and confession. Please nullify any attempts to establish anti-Semitism propaganda into any rules, codes, laws, statutes, or policies. And we ask the most holy Trinity that all Catholics be given the grace to be accountable, so that we may each have a holy hatred for sensuality, as St. Catherine of Siena encouraged, a repentant shame for the offenses we have committed and continue to commit against thee, and a deep love of thee and of souls, so much that we desire nothing more than to be of service to thee in every moment of our lives. All this we ask in accordance with the most holy divine family's goodwill and intention. Et omnium circumstantiam quorum tibi fides cognita est ad nota devotio, pro quibus tibi eferimus, veruque tibi offerunt hoc sacrificem laudis pro se suisque omnibus, pro redemptione animarum suarum pro spe salutis et egulamitatis suae, tibi credunt volta sua aeterno Deum vivo et vero, communicantes et memoriam orantes in primis gloriosae semper Deum maternam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium torum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis praecibusque concedas, ut in omnibus protectionis tuae monum in exilio per Deum Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus consecratum ac captabilem quae dimeri sub nobis corpum, et sanguinem fiat dedictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum. Qui pridie quam patroretur recepit panem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, et derivatis oculis in caelum ante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens. Consecravit, frege didique lumis sui dicens accipite, et mandocate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simili modo postquam ceremonia est accipiens, et hunc preclarum cadecem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Consecrave dedique lumis sui dicens accipite et bibite ex omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis erpo multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum. Haec est cum fecetis in memoria fecetis. Unde et memores Deum nostrum tui, sed a plebs tua sancta justum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrae, Tambe et passionis nec non et inferis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosa escensionis afferimus. Preclare maiestati tui de tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio accere nullur respiциeri digneris. Supplices te regamos Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ibi hec peperebe manus tuum, ut quod ex accataris participatione sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et somnum subsenimus. Omni sanctificatione calessi gratia Dei per amor per Deum Christum Deum nostro. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for Robert McCarthy, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsistem et omnibum in Christum quiscentibum locum refegeri iducis et pacis, ut in dorgeste proclamor, per iendum Christum Deum nostrum. Per quum hic omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est tibi Deum Matrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea, matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum. Sancta tua in muliere Deum matronam nostrae matram Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quae sumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris et intercedente beata gloriosa semper Deum matram nostrae. Cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitios pacem mendibus nostris. Ut opi misericordiae tuae aduviti te peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbationis securi. Per eundem Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrum, qui tegum vivet et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te. Ecce mixtio consecratio copris et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Dei matronam nostrae, qua pronte Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam mundum vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et fac me tuis semper inharare mandatis, et in num quam separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum matronam nostrae Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et reinam aeternam. Perceptio copris tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego in inius sumere praesima non mihi proveniat in idicium condonationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi ad tutumentum et copris, et ad medelam percipiendam, qui vivis et reinas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem accipiem, et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Dea matronam nostrum non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus naperanam mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus naperanam mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus naperanam mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. quid retubuam Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus quae retubuit mihi, calicem salutaris eccipiam in nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in vocabo. Laudans in vocabo Deum matronam nostra et ab inimicis mei salvus ero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Codoris sumus Deum Iesum Christum puramente capiam besetim et tempora fiat nobis remedium sempiternum. Coprostum Deum Iesum Christum quod samse sanguis quem patari hereat visceribus meis apraesta, ut in me non remania scelera macula quem pura sancta refecerunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apete, oremus. Animabus quae sumus Deum Iesum Christum, famorum cetorum, oratio proficiat supplicantium, ut eas et peccatis omnibus exoas et tue redemptionis facies esse participes. Qui ticum vivit et reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et edit in aeternum. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apete, ite mis est. Deum gratia. Placiativi sancta Trinitam obsequium servitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificim cor oculis tuae maestatis in inus auctoritivis et captavenem iquiet omnibus, pro quibus idu docto liciti miserante propitiae et Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gratias. O most holy divine family, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum present here, in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and immaculate heart of Deam Matronam Nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Thank you again for attending. Appreciate your thoughts and your prayers and concerns. Please go and sanctify all those you meet, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 7:30. Have a great day.